melon. Meloncollieflaur です。Hello everyone. I am meloncollieflaur. You know what today is? It's Watermelon Wednesday. SUIKA 水曜日だよ. We've made it to the middle of the week once again. Just a few more days into the weekend. I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. I apologize for not streaming last week, but I'll make it up to you guys for this week. ごめんなさい、メロン。おはようございます。こんにちは。こんばんは。私はメロンコリーフラワーです。今日の配信はスイカゲームだよ。So, let's get started. So basically, there were some things that I needed to attend to last week that happened to fall on Wednesday. And it was also putting me in a weird mood. And I didn't want to stream in that type of mood. So I apologize for that, but I am here today. So I apologize. But it is okay. I'm back. And I'm glad to be back. Okay. But how do we make the fruit work? How do we obtain the highest score? The only way is to get good, which I really need to get good. I've been playing this game for like 2 years now, I think. And my score has not been the greatest. But it's okay. I still enjoy this game a lot. Okay. Pineapple. Persimmon, okay. Got it. Hello, Milo Seal. Come on. Hope you're doing well. Ah. Cherry, cherry. Okay. Strawberry. All is good, just been working hard in college. I hope you're doing really well. I know college isn't the easiest, but hopefully it's not too bad for you. Oh. Okay, so that is actually working. Okay. We'll just push the fruit. Okay. Whatever works. Okay. That's good. I think. All right. Cherry, cherry. I'm slowly understanding Blender and Unity from this term. Oh, also, hold on. Let me make sure that everything is good. I know that I saw the message late. Okay. But yeah, Blender is not easy, so I'm glad you're understanding. Once you understand that, there's so much you can actually do from what I've seen, at least. So keep at it. Unreal Engine is gonna be something. Oh, double face this time. Interesting. Hopefully it's not bad though. Oh. Okay. Any other news from you, Collie? Melon. Other than just me not being able to stream like last week and stuff, everything's pretty good as far as I'm concerned. I just needed to tend to some things, which is unfortunate considering that I usually only stream like once out of the week, which is obviously not good, but I needed to deal with something. But no, other than that, I'm pretty good, I'd say. My spirits are high. Sorry, sure things happen. Yeah. It definitely does. But things should be better. At least I think so. Oh. Okay. 1784. 1784. Okay. There's been some interesting weather in my area in terms of like rain and windy and stuff. But I think it's finally getting warm. I'm also on my second playthrough of Advanced Wars on Electric. Oh, okay. Oh, so you've beaten the game already then? I assume this is the first game? Ah. Okay. Now I'll be doing the hard mode of the campaign with Eagle on the final mission. Okay. Okay. Well, it sounds like you at least understand the game well. Like I said, I haven't really gotten into Advanced Wars, so maybe I'll try on my own time at some point to try to figure it out. Oh. Okay. Tutorial's pretty good with the explaining everything while not feeling long. Okay. Sounds good to me then. What? Strawberry. Cherry. Okay. Very nice. Oh, okay. You go there, you go here, and I'll put you here. Very nice. Then of course with the first two games having remasters on the Switch. Yeah, of course. I think there are, what, 3 Advanced Wars games there? Otherwise? Before remakes? Okay. GBA ones and 2 on the DS Dual Strike and Daisy Run. So there's 4 of them then? Melon. Dual Strike continuing the story from the GBA ones and Daisy Run going for a while. New scope. Okay. Are you going to play them all? Huh. I do have a second game on GBA. Well, that's why I asked you if you're going to play them all. Unless there was some confusion. Sure, I'll go for it. It's also nice since I can play the games on my bus rides to and from college. Right, yeah, exactly. Because it's portable, yeah. Portability does make things convenient. Okay. Have a night, Melon. Very nice. Wow. Ah! SUIKA だよ。かわいいね。Just remember the words of the hornet. How they get good. Of course, of course. It's not easy, but I can do my best. It's been a while since we got the SUIKA, so I'm pretty happy about that. Good afternoon, Melon. Come Melon, Bob. How are you? Hope everything is going well. Oh. Wow. More space. Oh, Digital Circus episode 9 is going to be in cinemas. I heard. Wait, that's not Advanced Voice. But yeah, that's true. Okay, 27.54. That's pretty good, actually. Wow. 2754. Doing good? I'm glad. I just got a contact the Irish cinemas asking if they'll play it since that's how Glitch wants it to stray from people's demand. If you are in, I guess if you're in direct contact with Glitch and whatnot, then sure. But I'm sure it takes more than one person for sure. I finally made myself a PNG tuber model. I might look into rigging more. Ooh, really? It sounds exciting, actually. That makes me curious. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm giving Live 2D a devious side eye. If I can learn that, then maybe I can sell models. Oh yeah, absolutely. Live 2D, I think is still in high demand. Though I've seen a lot of PNG tubers who are really like very creative with what they do and stuff. So it's up to you. Just remember that no matter which medium you choose, a VTuber is still a VTuber. Wow. Wow, nice. Strawberry. Devious side eye. It's very funny. Okay. Like maybe. Yeah, I don't see why not. A lot of personality comes out of models, so I don't see why not. And it's a learning experience as well. And an art medium after all. Melon. Okay. The side eye of a devious Darien. Oh. Okay. Nice. Very good, okay. By the way, Colin, have you seen the Galaxy movie? I have not yet, actually. But I do want to. Because I did enjoy the first one. Okay. There, yeah. Wow. Wow, 1651. 1651. おThere's a dog emote? In terms of like mobile or in terms of YouTube? Looks new to me. Triple cat box. Cats in boxes. YouTube, I've never seen it. Looks like a dog getting scratches. Yeah, so it's a new one then, I guess. They do roll out new emotes sometimes, yeah. Which is pretty good. And a sign of progression as well. I think. How are you, Melon? Oh. Nice. Good. Ah. Sticker star reference, is it? If it is, it's an obscure one. Melon, do you know of the Boots and Cats song? I hear it every now and then and have no idea of the context. I feel like it's supposed to be like beatboxing, right? Because those are the sounds that you make to get a feel for beatboxing, I think. Right? The goat sticker? I didn't know that actually. Someone's been playing Sticker Star. Oh, Naruhodo Melon. I think so. At least that's what I learned. Yeah, if you say Boots and Cats fast enough, it sounds like beatboxing, kinda sorta. I told you I 100%ed Sticker Star. I may have forgotten, I'm sorry. I know you're really into the Paper Mario series, but I had forgotten. I apologize. Gomennasai, Melon. I've never been a huge collectathon type of person. So completing a game is one thing, but 100%ing is another for me, I think. It's okay if you forgot. Whenever I hear it, I always think they're talking about cats having socks on their fur. Oh, I see. If it's an actual song, then I could be wrong. But that's what I know of anyway. I'm a huge collectathon person. The undiagnosed OCD and ADHD goes crazy. I cannot stop unless I complete. Oh, okay, so you would make for a fantastic collectathon streamer then, for sure. Absolutely. I'm sure people would love to actually watch content creators and streamers who actually do complete the game. Or 100% the game, I guess. Wah! Melon. Okay. Oh. Very nice. Dog plus melon equals. Real. Hmm. Okay. Callie, have you seen the game Trees Hate You? I've never heard of it before, actually. This is my first time hearing of it. What's it about? What type of game is it? I swear I'm gonna start misspelling cauliflower because of watching Melon so much. Yeah, that's my fault. You spell it the normal way, but my name is spelled differently. I want it to be special. I'm sorry. It's just about leaving the forest. What type of game, though, is it? What genre? If there is a genre. $18.84. 1884. I'm ending all of my scores in 4 today. Exploration? Oh. It's all about leaving the forest, or trying to leave the forest, I guess. It is the 4th month. That's right, it is, isn't it? She got it. What? Hmm. Oh. Okay. Nice. Oh. I hope everyone enjoyed the Mario 3 stream. It would always be one of my favorite games of all time. Pineapple! Oh. You mean the Color POV stream? It's always a Color POV stream. What do you mean? Oh. I had to bail before the end. Thanks for reminding me to watch the VOD. It's okay. Green square. Craft singles. Melon. Strawberry. Wow. Melon, question for help with foreseeable future art. Does your mane go all the way around or just the front? It goes all the way around. Yeah. But it's also just however you interpret it. Okay, that'll help. I was like, it's 4 purple on only per side. No more. Oh, you were paying attention to. I see what you mean about the OCD ADHD thing now. Don't take it too seriously. But yeah, sure. It's fine. I know it's a weird design, but it's how I am. Most your design is fire, but I'm a plant. What? SUIKA. Twice. Wow. SUIKA だよ。I thought your design is chlorophyll. True. Okay. Interesting. Looks like Milo got signs that the person too much cheese. Oh. It's the lactose intolerance, you see. Wow, $25.98. 2598 98 はい or 98 I believe. Dang. Yeah. Speaking of, I never realized how much of a milk fiend I am. I thought I drank much less, but I alone finished like a half a gallon in a week, maybe more. Do you just drink it, or do you have it with cereal as well? Ugh. Cereal protein shakes, sometimes the rare hot jockey. Oh, I see. I'm a huge milk fan myself. What? Maybe not as much as of a fiend as you are, but I do like milk a lot, yeah. Wow. Fellow milk connoisseur, yeah. What? Okay. Well, recently I've been watching a few clips on YouTube of some people learning Japanese. I think they were using, well, they were studying, but I think they were using different games and stuff, and also Duolingo. But they were getting a lot of help with Japanese people in chat as well, and it looked really nice. It looked like a very nice experience. I always feel like Japanese people are a little reluctant to go into non-Japanese speaker streams. But I guess if you are learning Japanese, then it would make more sense for them to show up more as well, I think. Studying is not easy, but it does help to get input from native speakers, I think. Even if they are typing it out. I guess it's all about knowing how to give out the information. Since reading is harder than speaking, apparently. Oh. Oh. Ah! Aw. 1186. What? 1186. What? Hmm. Oh. Mo-san. おはようございます。元気？朝ごはんを食べましたか？わ。うん。ナイス。ああ。4時55分 ?55 分はい。そうですね。早っ。聞いてくれてありがとう。ちょっと待って。Okay. But yeah, I know you're sleepy and you want to sleep more. Nema. Someone says sea lion. No. We thought you ran away though. Wild. You are. You are a wild sea lion. I thought the men in black got Milo for cheese posting. Cheese postal. Cheese posting. Melon. Get cute. But they're squares. You can't cube in a 2D space. Melon, would they be a Kaigai Nikki, or is that still us since they're technically the overseas one? Interestingly enough, this is a good question. Usually, because I guess that is true. Usually when people refer to JP, they say Nihon Nikki or JP Nikki. Just for clarification. Because I guess technically anyone could be Kaigai Nikki, right? 皆さんは海外ニキです。でも、日本人は日本ニキか JP ニキです。I think. 多分Melon. But that is a good point. I think usually people refer to anyone who doesn't live in like Japan or what have you as a Westerner, I guess. Considering, I guess, time zones too. But I guess it is perspective. JP Nikki. かわいい。What? Okay. Went to Japan, spoke to a turkey, bought a gingerbread cookie. Is that a new meme? That's interesting. Wow, 1492. 1492. So my best score today was 2755. And we got the SUIKA twice. Milo speaking facts. I have no idea what he meant. Naruhodo isn't Naruhodo at all. Let's switch the planet. Because why not? It's been a little bit since I played Planet. Aladdin X. It's been so long. Oh, PFP. Both of you guys usually say something about the bow PFP. Yeah. Paper Mario was fun. I do not remember how to play this one, but I will probably find out. I saw someone at random get to like 4,000 points and I have no idea how. This one's much harder. You wouldn't think it would be though. I do have a push up. Oh, nice. Heck yeah. エイリアン。私、エイリアン。I've heard it before, but I don't remember yet. Okay. So you do know Vocaloid music. Wait, who said I didn't know Vocaloid music? Was someone debating on whether or not I knew Vocaloid music? There are so many covers online from different songs. W friend L streamer JK. That sounds about right. That's okay. That's how it works in the streamer world. If you don't know something, L plus ratio. Because the viewer is not going to teach you. They're going to ridicule you instead. That's what I've learned anyway. Unless you're learning language, of course. That's a different story. Because people do want to help you learn the language. They want to help be able to communicate. I think that's what's really important. Alright, L plus ratio plus no SUIKA. Right? L plus ratio. How did a ratio start? I don't understand how ratio even works. I can understand L meaning like lose or loss or loser. But what do you mean a ratio? What does a ratio have to do with anything? Oh. Hot dog water. Super Evolution. Which I still don't understand. But they're so cute. They're so kawaii. Kawaii sugiru, Melon. Kawaii sugiru. So cute. Oh. Okay. What? The sounds. They scare me. The sounds. Oh. It got so scary that it broke the music. That was really interesting. Okay. Ratio is when you get a higher like count higher like count than the original poster on your comment. Showing that people agree with you more than the LG poster. Oh, okay. I never knew that. That's very interesting. Absolutely banger. I had to hit that sea lion. Is sea lion the new like button? Or the new sub button? I have to hit that sea lion. Or is that the new dance? Is that the new dance now? Hitting the sea lion? Sea lion rather. Or is this just a bad Ice Climbers reference? Okay. The You Know Miles song. And people flopping on the floor as a trend to that song. You Know Miles, huh? Everything is new to me now. I've never heard of them. Or that song. What? You know Miles being an amazing music artist. Oh. Huh. Melon. Somehow. Whoops. What the? I don't understand the gravity of the situation. Or does... I guess zero gravity in this case. I don't know anyway. With music videos such as Hong Kong, Money in the Bag, and Pirates on a Boat. Oh, so you guys are huge fans then, eh? These definitely sound like meme titles. So I will assume they are a meme music artist? Super Evolution. They're professional? Oh. Interesting. I'm running out of space. How do I run out of space in space? No. 1715. Oh, 1930. Okay, I'll take that. Amazing. I wonder if I can become a watermelon soon. Senkyu Interesting. You Know Miles is definitely the big laugh. My favorite is probably the Shakespeare one. The 12 Days of Christmas and Martin Luther King. Okay, so they are like a meme music artist. Well, they became famous, so that does make them professional, right? Right? Technically? Or I guess literally? Huh. I like the water sounds. They're very nice. technically, yes. Oh. Space in the water, why? Oh. Okay. Would this be a Mizuhoshi? Since from what I remember, Hoshi can also mean celestial body, planet star. Oh, Mizuhoshi. It's Hoshi with one I think. Because I think Hoshi means, is the verb, or is the adjective for wanting. So yeah, you could say Mizuhoshi, or like water star. I would guess Hoshi can also mean planet too. Yeah, I think so. Or I guess Mizu Planeto as well. Actually, their most recent songs, he definitely logged in. Oh. Huh. Wow. Okay. Let's see. どうしよう、メロン。Very nice. I definitely gotta log back in with learning more JP. Yeah, we have to expose ourselves with JP more. That's the only real way, I think, to properly at least get used to JP. It can't be as simple as, like, 15 minutes a day or anything like that, because that's not how we learned our native language. We were surrounded by it. We were constantly using it and learning, like, actively. And that's what we have to do with Japanese as well. Super Evolution! Start. Plus, a lot of Japanese does use a lot of English. I like to say English cognates or English cognados. It's just a different pronunciation, basically. Intonation と発音が違う。多分。And we gotta learn the PS1 Thomas game only released in Japan. I guess we could. I feel like JP exclusives are a good way to learn. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. It's like playing Pokemon for the first time and not knowing how to read, right? Or not knowing how to read or write. Huh. Okay. Time for me to buy Dragon Quest V for the DS JP edition and learn the hard way. There is a learning curve because, the amount of kanji, and not all games utilize furigana. But I think any little bit helps. I would still start small though. Like, a 5-year-old isn't going to start reading the encyclopedia or the dictionary, you know? Or newspapers. You have to work up to it. But if anything, you should also just listen more. If anything, watch Japanese streams of people playing the game. Or videos, I guess. I think that would help. And then you get used to the intonation and what's it called? Accent as well. In fact, I would go so far as to say that maybe watching Paper Mario or Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, even Super Paper Mario, watching like a Japanese streamer or video on that would help you a lot as well. And it can be fun because you get to learn the different names of the characters in that language as well. And the different puns too. But once you start understanding the puns, then that's how you know that you're actually retaining information or learning stuff. A good example, if I remember correctly. Someone say Kanbei? 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 Kanbei ってなんだ? Kanji? No, it's raspberry. Kanji is honestly not that scary. I know that it's a misconception, but it's really not. In fact, it's very helpful. I'd like to say. It makes sentences shorter too, and you can kind of find the breaks in words too whenever you see the kanji. If it's all in hiragana and katakana, it becomes very tiresome, and sometimes you don't know where a word ends. Oh. Okay. Aren't there like 2,000 symbols? There's over 2,000, but they say that 2,000 is a good benchmark, yeah. Because kanji are Chinese characters. So they're borrowed, like Japan borrowed Chinese, basically. That's why they have so many different writing systems as well. Wow. Oh. 危ない。危なくない。あー。わー。わー。よかった。わー。わー。わー。Okay. 1548. 1548. That pineapple was hanging on for dear life, yeah. So, a good pun example is that Goombas in Japanese are called kuribo. And so in Paper Mario, Goomba characters are going to be a pun on kuri or kuribo. So Goombario in Japanese is kunio. No, kurio. Sorry, kurio. And I think Goombella is Christine? Wait, Christine, I think. Kind of like Christine, I believe. Interestingly enough, Professor Frankly's name stays the same. But that reason is also because Frankly's name is pronounced Frankudi. So it has Kudi in it at the end anyway. To be frank. Right? So. And so in Japanese, Goombella actually, or I guess Christine, studies in California, kind of like California, which is kind of funny. University of California. So it's kind of funny. I like puns. Puns are really nice. They're really cool and they really help. So I thought it was a really nice joke. Paper Mario has a lot of slapstick and stuff, so you know. JPTTYD also just has the crime scene. I'm pretty sure the Spanish one does too. I think. But I mean, the introduction to the game is a crime scene. Haven't you seen that noose that's just straight up in the front of Rogueport? It's right there. So yeah, I think learning, like playing a game that you're used to in a different language is actually super useful, especially if you're learning Japanese. And Paper Mario games are very entry-level Japanese-esque as well. And plus the A Thousand Year Door has furigana, so you can actually read it if you don't know the kanji as well. So you will learn a lot of vocabulary as well, and you can write them down and look them up. So super useful. Spanish is just a PAL version with different language, and it's not there. I think it depends though, because it could be a difference between Spanish, North American, and Spanish PAL maybe, right? I do know it's not just JP though that has the crime scene. From if I know what you're referring to, yes. But yeah, puns are great. So yeah, I would say, Bob, you should try doing that. Yeah, it's like learning the names or the jokes of Ace Attorney and stuff too. Like the different puns in English. That means each language has puns on names and stuff like that too. It'll help you remember. Okay. Strawberry. Oh. Ace Attorney is like the one game franchise that has a language changer in all versions. It didn't used to. But yes. I'm glad that they did. But it didn't used to. Super Evolution. Start. I wish more Dragon Quest games had choices to play with JP voices. That's how I learned a lot of it. Yeah, but you have to also remember, Bob, that the Dragon Quest like voices and stuff are very stylized. Even in English, they're like, you know, either very like European or British or Scottish and whatnot as well. But I get what you mean. That's a lot of space to fill up on a game though too. The more languages, the more space it fills up on the game. Yeah. That's why a lot of European games are actually bigger than most, because it's like multi-5 or more. So it's multiple voices on a single game / CD / cartridge to choose from, and that information is stored on it. Scotland mentioned. Milo Seal. Yeah, Scotland mentioned. Sorry to scare you, I guess. Yeah. Did I overstep? Did I say something wrong? Should I be alarmed? Is something happening? Am I unaware? Melon's notes. Don't mention Scotland. Insert loud bagpipes. Okay, Melon's note. Don't mention Scotland. Naruhodo, Melon. Okay. But yeah, the voices are very stylized and stuff. So yeah. It's right there. It's right there. What do you mean? It's right there. That's crazy. Okay. It's quite the gap. Quite the gap, Janai. There was no gap. Do you koto desu ka, Melon? Who's the smiling planet thing on the right? I forgot their name actually. It says so in the game. Maybe I will see after I lose as well, because I forgot. They do have a name, yeah. They're cute though. Cute space explorer. Who's the melon dog on the right? Oh, we don't talk about them. This isn't about them. Also, Melon. Oh, oh my. Okay, we'll let that center then. Okay, good to know. Okay. Everything's so squishy. Wow. 1747. 1747. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Let me check. Cosmo. That's their name. Okay. Oh, the space version does actually remind me of Stick and Spin from Mario Party 7. Oh, really? That sounds about right. I don't play Mario Party, but I think I know the one you're talking about. I feel like I've seen it before. Okay. The animation for when you go fast. Or the expression that you can barely see. The water planet. Nice. Oh, I have a question. I know that a lot of games have become expensive lately, but I also know that a lot of people have been trying to buy older games too, or at least physically. Do any of you have like a local shop somewhere that sells like older games? Like maybe they get old stuff and they're selling it because they got it or whatever. Maybe people donate to the place or they sell it to the place. Or anything like that. Kind of like a flea market maybe, I guess. Or just an old shop. Because something like that is super useful in this day and age. I do, but usually they sell them almost full price. That's really interesting and weird too. I wonder why they would sell them for full price. There's a retro game store in my town that also sells new games. Oh, okay. But do they sell them for cheaper or is it just full price for those? Like, do they sell like not just not ranging only in video games, but like the systems too, like just some sort of antique shop but with some games on the side as well, or systems on the side that you probably never heard of, like ColecoVision or 3DO, or you know, the old Ataris and stuff like that. It depends. Okay. Because it's always interesting to see a price online and then see like a local store or a local like antique shop or flea market or whatever you would call it, like a hole in the wall basically, selling some older stuff from over 20 or 30 years ago. Especially when people are looking for them on like eBay and stuff. So seeing it locally and it being like very cheap is almost like a godsend, right? The Ouya, yeah. The only games they'll sell cheap are 9 times out of 10 just the sports games. Or games that you really heard of. Okay. Yeah. Sports games. I'm not entirely sure how. I guess the only way certain sports games would be rare is if like certain players got cut from the team or moved to a different team or something like that. So those players now like live in that team in that specific version of the game or that specific year of the game, I guess. That's something I can understand, at least. I thought it was very interesting to see different colors for N64 cartridges or cassettes and stuff. Obviously, if you see a yellow one, you know that it's Donkey Kong, but like there are red ones and blue ones and black ones, and there are always different games as well. It does make you wonder why they do it though. I guess for it to stand out, I suppose. Oh. No. 10, 12. Or 1012, I suppose. 1012. Pokemon Stadium 2 is like a gold color, which I like. Yeah, exactly. And Pokemon Stadium 2 tends to be pretty expensive as well, especially compared to the first one. It might be the only gold cartridge now that I think about it. Gold with silver on the back. It is, you're right. Actually, that's a funny... Hold on, give me 1 second. I was gonna say there's something very interesting about how cartridges are depending on region. Majora's Mask. You're right. Majora's Mask as well. Like the Zelda games, yeah. When I go to conventions, there's this one seller who makes JP games. They're pretty good prices. So in terms of Pokemon in general, like especially for N64, yeah, it's gold on the front, silver on the back, but the JP version is just a regular gray. And the same can be said about the Game Boy games too. Internationally, the Game Boy games are the same color cartridge as the game, like red and blue and gold and silver and stuff, I think. Yeah, and crystal, obviously. But in Japanese, the cartridges are, at least for red and green, the cartridges are gray with a red or green sticker. And for gold and silver, I think it's gold on the front, silver on the back, or I guess gold on the front, bluish, like navy blue on the back. And then for silver, it's bluish black on the front and gold on the back. So if you look up the cartridges online, like in JP, you can see the differences between in terms of international and whatnot. I have a yellow Japanese Donkey Kong Land Game Boy cartridge. Or Land 2. Yeah, that's yellow as well. Yeah. I guess they were trying to associate it with like banana color, which would make sense. Argoso silver. The S case is also used the gold and silver color for the case spine. Yeah, exactly. That too, yeah. So yeah, it's very interesting that depending on the region, or I guess depending on if it's Japanese or not, they will do something special with the cartridge, I think. Or the case. Oh, banana. Banana. It's always cool to see the differences. Granted, Pokemon Stadium 2 that we know of is called Pocket Monster Stadium Gold, Silver, Crystal in Japanese. But it's the same game. Oh, these are pretty cool bananas. Hehe. But yeah, if you ever go to like a local shop and they're selling games, also take a look to see if they're selling like older systems too, or Game Boy Advances and stuff. You never know, because for all you know, they might have it where people ship them stuff Even if it's something out of the ordinary, and that could be your chance to get it, right? Since it probably wouldn't cost nearly as much, and you don't have to worry about shipping either, since it's right there in that store or that place. I feel like there's always some place that's taking in old stuff, antiques and whatnot, right? Not everyone is into video games. Not everyone understands, like, how much people want some of that stuff or whether or not it's going to work and all that. Some people do grab the old systems and clean them up and maybe replace some things too. So that's always fun to like learn about, especially now in 2026. He said 26年. But yeah, you could get like old controllers and stuff too. Because I know people are looking for N64s. Because apparently those are very expensive online too. Even though the N64's performance wasn't the best, it's still pretty pricey. Compared to like a Super Nintendo as well. I think GameCubes are even cheaper. I could be wrong about that. But I feel like when people sell GameCubes, they tend to be cheaper than N64s, I think. Maybe it just depends. Super Evolution. Melon. I bought an N69. An N64 for $150 to $160 or so. GameCubes, from what I've seen, are definitely more expensive. Oh, interesting. Huh. I wonder. I know the games themselves are expensive. Like the GameCube games themselves. But yeah, a lot of people want to experience those games and stuff too. The N64 was really cool though, because it had a lot of different peripherals that you could use on the controller itself, like a rumble pack, a transfer pack, memory card. It was really cool. Me when Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is like $200. If you're lucky. If you're lucky. $200. And don't even try searching for the Game Boy player disc. The disc itself. Not the actual player. The disc itself. Why? I don't know. It makes no sense. I don't understand. How are you going to gatekeep the disc like that? The sad part about it is that the disc itself, all it does is boot. It has it where it boots into the Game Boy Advance like player, and then the CD stops spinning. It's now just playing the games that you have like in the Game Boy player. You just need it for it to spin just long enough for it to boot into it, and that's it. It tells the GameCube, oh hey, Game Boy player, and then it just stops spinning and the game works fine. So it's not constantly spinning or anything like an actual GameCube game. But you do need that in order to start it up. To boot into it. Launch the program. It tells the GameCube, do that. Do that. Did I say do that? I didn't mean to. Oh, you mean like it tells the GameCube, do that. And then it stops. Yeah. Do the thing. Okay. And then the job is done. Basically. So yeah. But that CD is being gatekept. I don't know why. People are better off trying to find ways to replicate the CD than to actually get it, because it just doesn't make any sense. You need the hardware anyway to even utilize it. So it's like having the car but needing the key separately. But the key itself costs more than the car. That's how absurd that feels. I don't understand. Oh no. You're right. Yeah. Normalize actually making proper business decisions. Or consumer decisions, I guess. It's one thing to collect something that's rare. I understand it being expensive if it's rare. But like I said, it's a key that is needed in order to like make the game work. Or make the system work. Okay, that score wasn't too bad actually. 2225. But yeah, I also don't know why Path of Radiance is so expensive. That's always going to be expensive. Even though it's on GameCube NSO now, I think Path of Radiance is still going to forever be a very expensive GameCube game. It might be the most expensive Fire Emblem game. Okay, but there. Nice. Oh. Okay. Super evolution. Wow. Actually, I haven't done that toggle in a while. Do I still have that toggle? I do. Haven't done this in forever, actually. Okay. You've been hiding that this whole time? I haven't had a reason to use it. I've had it for forever, actually. Jealous. Actually, for a while, I couldn't get my toggles to work, and I couldn't understand why. I would press them, and nothing would happen. And I didn't understand. But yeah. Were you pressing the buttons on the right instead of the ones on the top? Funnily enough, the ones on the right are the ones I have set for it. Yeah, I use the numpad for this. But for some reason, depending on like... I don't know. It's... The program is weird, I guess. In terms of that, I guess. I don't know. But I got it to work now, so it's okay. For me, I use the top ones. The buttons on the right, I use for keybinds for sound effects. That's fair. Because you're using them for kind of like a stream deck. And I think that's great. Absolutely. You can also sometimes use the function keys too. Unless you actually get like a stream deck at some point. Oh. Whoa, okay. Melon. Oh no, the grape. Oh. Abunai. Also, I'm half jealous, but it's okay. I have an angry face with the anime red thing on my head. Oh, I know what you mean. Showing anger. Also the swirly eyes. Yeah. I have dot eyes. The dot eyes are fun, right? So I've had this one for a bit. I used to use this one a lot. you know. Basin bonk, yeah. So yeah. I think PNGs can be fun, legitimately. Never think of yourself any less of a VTuber if you're a PNG tuber, because that is not true at all whatsoever. A lot of people actually think there's a lot of charm in a lot of PNG tubers, funnily enough. But of course, the personality is made by the one who uses them, so that's how it goes. I wouldn't say the model makes the person, because like you could buy an expensive model and still not be watched, you know? So it is about personality. But it's also about how you want to convey yourself to. Especially if you are indie, because then you have a say, right? You're not really part of a company. No. Oh, nice. Okay. I don't know how, but that works, I guess. Very nice. Oh. We're not saving this one. I'll keep adding more to my PNG tuber to make it the big laugh, since I already am the big laugh, in my opinion. Oh, I see. That's okay. If that's how you want to do it, then there's nothing wrong with that. 1791. I would do one more. I do think switching between the two games is a nice thing, though. So I am glad that SUIKA Game Planet does exist. Nice. Oh. Okay. Wow. Strawberry. Pick up on. Sambo. They're so cute. Kawaii Melon. Kawaii sugiru. I really do like the sound effects. They're so nice. Okay. What? Whoa. Very good, very good. It's very blissful, I think. Yeah. Oh. Such a visually pleasing game. I wonder if they will add more music to this one as well. They kind of have to, right? Then again, this is the iconic SUIKA game song, so I guess they don't have to. Wow. Do they not have themes in this game like the last one? I think they do. I think they do. Oh no. Oh. Wow. Oh. Quest 21. Okay. 1642. Let me see. Do they have themes? You can customize. Yeah. Virtual space. It changes this color. Background changes as well. Decorations. And Poppy can be a different color as well. But that's all I see so far. There are sets. And there's one that you can buy, it seems. Solar system. But yeah. Thank you everyone for stopping by. 見てくれてありがとう。聞いてくれてありがとう。Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe if you did enjoy. And make sure you hit the notification bell to know when I go live. Since I don't have a clear-cut schedule, other than trying to stream on Wednesday. But, that's going to be it for me today. So yeah. Extra lengthy watermelon Wednesday was fun. I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah, I was making up for last week. Cause I felt really bad for missing last week. Or where I couldn't stream last week, so. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed this. This was nice. I'm glad. It's good to know that people do enjoy lengthier streams too. But yeah. I'm meloncollieflaur, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh, it's Melon.